Hello, everyone, and welcome to Woo News TV, where we bring spiritual concepts into the mainstream. Haven't done a show in a while, and today I'm going to start a new approach in addition to what I've been doing, but I'm going to do a new approach, which was actually what Woo News was initially intended for. My whole idea for this channel was to bring, like I said, spiritual concepts into the mainstream and make them relatable and understandable in that way, and give you the spiritual perspective to honestly what's going on in the world, in our nation, potentially in your world. That was my initial plan. And I haven't done that too much. I've been giving you all tools and things like that to connect more with yourself and to expand and to help you along your own journey. So what I really want to do today is talk about spiritual perspective on what's really going on in our nation in particular. Some of this information might be triggering. A trigger is the universe conspiring to heal us. So when we get triggered, which we all do, it's something for you to look at, something that is unhealed within yourself. A trigger is a strong reaction to something. You don't have to like something all the time, but if you have a really strong reaction to something, a visceral response, that's a trigger that you need to look at. Maybe there's an unhealed wound. Maybe there's some unexpressed anger or emotion there. Something you haven't dealt with within yourself, an aspect of you haven't recognized that you're not proud of, or some shadow work to be done. This is for me to explain to you the spiritual perspective, what's going on in our nation and possibly our world, and it might even bleed into your own life. So first, I want to explain what the spiritual perspective is. The spiritual perspective is the bigger picture of what's going on. We're all really caught up in the details of our lives, of a situation, the stories we hear, the players involved, whatever it might be, how it impacts us specifically. That's the smaller picture, if you will. Not the less important picture, but the smaller picture. The bigger picture is why something is happening. Why is something happening? What change is occurring? What needs to be healed? What needs to be released for yourself, for the nation, for the collective, whatever the case may be. Another part of the spiritual perspective are the gifts that are received. There's always gifts received in every situation. It could be a tangible thing like a new system. It could be a little more of an abstract thing like, I guess less concrete, like more strength that you never knew you had. You could tap into deeper reservoirs of strength, or you deepen your capacity to love. Grief often does that to us because we feel so deeply when we're grieving. It expands your heart. Also, another aspect of the spiritual perspective is the truth that our external world is a reflection of our internal world. That's where triggers really come in. So when you see your triggers, that shows you how you're contributing to the external world you're seeing playing out. The world is literally a stage. So I'm going to give you an example of what's going on like right now. Okay, bigger picture of what's going on in our Earth realm, in the world right now. There is more light on this planet than ever before. So if you follow anybody in metaphysics or the woo-woo world or whatever you want to call it, we talk about this a lot. At this time, this is the most significant time in the history of humankind on this planet. There's more light coming into this planet than ever before. So what does that mean? Everything is energy. Remember, everything is energy. Einstein told us this. Tesla told us this. We're energy. This microphone is energy. My dog is energy. Everything is energy. So when a light, meaning it's a higher vibration, say the Earth is vibrating at a 5 and this light is at 25. These are arbitrary numbers to prove a point. It's coming into this Earth, so it's changing the dynamic. It's changing the energy frequencies. It's changing the dynamic. It's changing the landscape, the energetic landscape of the Earth. So what else happens when you shine a light on something? Well, when you shine a light on something, things that were once hidden in the dark now are brought out into the light, so we can see them. So we can see what we like, what we don't like, what we want to change, what's no longer working for us, what is truly broken, what is truly dark in terms of corruption, things that we don't want in our lives and our world anymore. That's part of what's going on right now. So what do you do with this bigger perspective? How do you apply it, and how do you become part of the solution and not the problem? So at the spiritual perspective, you want to be the observer. The spiritual perspective is about rising above and looking at a situation so you can actually see everything at play. See the why, see the bigger picture, the things that need to change or could be changing. You don't have to agree with anybody. I'm not saying that in this spiritual perspective you need to agree with everybody. It's not about that at all. It's okay to disagree and have conversations and find a meeting of the minds, and you have your opinions and I have mine. That's all part of this. Unity doesn't mean the same. It means community, coming together in unity of respect, harmony, working together despite the differences. But if you're triggered, you can't do that. You have a harder time doing that because you can't observe, because you're too stuck in your bias, your fear, your own agenda, or your own unhealed, whatever's going on that's triggering you. Again, no judgment here, but just be aware of that so you can address it as it comes. And then once you see the bigger picture, and once you have, figured out your triggers, then take action where you feel inspired. Action is always a part of this as well, if you so want it to be. This is about empowering you to act if and when you feel you can or want to. And it could be tangible action, making a phone call, going to a rally, running for an office, or it could be action of continuing to do your inner work, because remember, our inner world is a reflection of our outer world and vice versa. So thanks for watching this about the spiritual perspective. If you have any questions about it, let me know at the bottom. I'll be happy to answer. Take some time to think about this, see maybe how you can apply it to your own life already, maybe some things you've gone through in your life or going through now. If you can step out of it a bit as the observer, look at the bigger picture of what is changing, what needs to change, what needs to be healed within yourself, and where you can take some action as you work through this, and what gifts you're actually receiving. Where are you becoming stronger? Where are you loving more? Where are you healing something? Whereas maybe you're having a relationship that's coming together more, that's been strained. Maybe a new friendship has come in. There's all kinds of gifts in all these situations. So apply this spiritual perspective to your own life as well. And maybe even start with that if it's a little harder to see it in the bigger picture of like what's going on with this nation, for example. So try that out. And again, ask me questions, and I will be talking more about this in the very near future. Thanks for watching.